Y'all, I'm so excited right now. Wouldn't excuse my appearance because I've been out here weed eating the garden. But I can't remember if this one's a pumpkin or if it's a watermelon. I think it's gonna be a watermelon. But here it is. Look, right? Isn't that cool? I'm so excited about this, and I think we may have a few more coming up. But we've been babying these since I think February, and so I'm really excited, whether it's a watermelon or it's a jack-o'-lantern that we can carve in October. Either way, I'm super excited. I really probably should invest in getting some little planter sticks and actually labeling what I'm growing. But I want to say it's a watermelon. I think it was supposed to be a jack-o'-lantern.
I want to carve some pumpkins.
We'll carve pumpkins in October or sooner, maybe. I think dirt just flew out of my hair. Classy. Anyways, so this is exciting. And hold on. Don't step on it. So yeah. So after a quick reference with Google, that is in fact a baby jack-o'-lantern, which I'm excited because that was one of our goals this year, was to actually grow our own jack-o'-lantern. It was more of like a fun thing for us to do, just to see if we could do it. I don't even think they're edible. But it will be something fun for the kids to watch grow in the garden. So we have 2 of those, and our watermelon, I totally spaced on this. Our watermelon is right over there. So stay tuned and we'll continue on our garden tour here soon. Now that we're back, I have completed weeding the garden. So we'll just go ahead and start our garden tour. Now this is
My garden tool.
that is your garden tool. So this is, I think, our 4th or 5th year with a garden. But this is the first year that we've actually been able to produce from it. And the reason why that is because I always had these great big dreams of this beautiful garden. I would plant some seeds, put them out here, and I would never come back. So don't do that. Word of advice. And at the time we had small children. And well, I mean, they're still small, but we had infants. So it was much harder to get out here and tend to the garden. Now that they're older, it's fun for them too. So we kind of make it a family event. You know, we're out here in the yard and having 2 little boys. Sorry, I have grass all over me. They love being out in the yard. So again, we did have it in a different spot, which is now our goat pen. They free range during the day, but at night we put them up in a pen. And it just didn't get a lot of sun. So we have moved our garden into a much bigger space, or that gets a lot of sun. And overall, the garden's much happier. I can see it from my kitchen window, which is nice because it's not like out of sight, out of mind. You know, every time I'm doing dishes or, you know, just hanging out in the kitchen, I can see my garden, and it's a beautiful thing, especially in the morning. So we can go ahead and get started. As the years go on, this will get much bigger than what it is, and I already have this romanticized vision of expanding this garden out even further than what it is. But as you can see, we still have a lot of unused space in here and plenty of space for more raised beds. But for now, this is perfect. This is fine. We'll continue to add on to it. My husband, builds all of our raised beds, for me. He'll help me fill in the soil, whatever it needs to be done out here. But, we're not running up credit card debt or anything to get out here and garden. We're doing everything as we can on a budget. And yeah, baby. And just trying to be as frugal as possible about this. So let's go ahead and get started. So what we have right here is our corn. These were trees that were in our garden before. They actually lined this back area right here, and they provided way too much shade in the afternoon. So we cut those down. We were planning on cutting them up for firewood, but then I was like, oh, well, let's plant some corn. And we didn't have any more materials for a raised bed, anything like that. And so we got this idea. We're like, hey, let's use what we have. And that's what we did. And I think it worked out beautifully. And it works. So here's our corn. And we do have a volunteer squash plant because everything to fill this came from our own compost. So I'm pretty sure that squash made its way from our compost back into our garden. We do have our watermelon plant going in here. I do need to get back in here and mulch some of this. We go ahead and we put our rabbits. Our rabbit hutch is in our garden, and for that reason is that we scoop their poop, and we make compost tea out of it, and it helps fertilize our garden. So if we walk over here, we'll get started. Here we have our key lime tree. We have gotten a key lime off of it already. It's very delicious. We have a blueberry bush right here. And I'm planning on eventually transplanting this into a raised bed, but for now, it's fine. We have some of our brassicas over here, and they just did not do well. I had a big problem with pests when it came to them, and I just wasn't as knowledgeable at how to deal with that. And I'm not sure if it's something I'll end up doing again, but overall, that was just a fail this year. We have a raspberry plant. This is some green beans that we planted because we have been harvesting off of this green bean plant, and we finally went ahead and pulled the cabbage that I had here, which of course, cabbage worms, brassicas got to it. So we just went ahead and planted more green beans there. And after these are all done, we'll plant something else, and then it'll be time to harvest these green beans. And this is our beautiful, beautiful okra. We've been getting lots and lots of okra. That one's getting pretty big. It's time to pull some of these. But I absolutely love having this okra in the garden, and our kids eat it up. Our kids absolutely love having green beans out here. It's funny because we'll actually be outside playing, and they'll come out here and they'll actually come out here and just get a little green bean snack, just picking green beans off the vines. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen photos of those kiddos out there eating green beans. Here we did have our carrots, or we just harvested all those. It was getting pretty hot for our carrots, so we went ahead and let those go. We do have our tomato bed over here, and we just put out more fertilizer for it. We're finally getting some beautiful green tomatoes pop up. I can't wait for those to ripen and we can harvest those. Our squash plants, there we have zucchini and yellow squash over here. Let's see if we have anything right now. been harvesting. Oh yeah, we got another good one coming up. And we've been harvesting a lot out of these beds, and it's been wonderful, and I'm super grateful for it. Here we have another tomato, some more jalapenos. Of course, our marigolds. Our marigolds just did amazing this year. We got a beautiful green bell pepper coming up. Some more little baby peppers coming up over here.
Mama, come look at this. Come look at this green fruit.
Oh, that zucchini?
Yeah, I want it.
Go ahead and get it.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Nope, nope, not like that. Twist it. Twist. Good job. You'll have to take that inside. Just hold on to it.
We don't have this phone.
Yeah, you don't have to have that part.
Good job.
Okay. My beautiful rosemary bush.
We don't have this phone.
I absolutely love it. I'll dry some rosemary sometimes. And then we'll make butter and put that in it. It's so good. Here's some more of our pepper plants. Of course, our jack-o'-lanterns, or as we have figured out. Beautiful strawberry plant. I'm so pleased with this. Next year, I'll be a little bit more mindful though, because the birds did get to a good amount of these strawberries. But it has it's shot up this year, and it has done beautiful. I just absolutely love it. Again, you know, it's still very small. We have a lot of space to use in this garden, and I plan to kind of work it this way the whole way down as like this beautiful little maze of raised planter beds. And that is our goal. Just to kind of have this filled, and once this is filled up, you know, we may end up moving this fence over and expanding it. Who knows? But follow along so you can watch our journey, how the garden grows and how our family grows. Thanks for watching.